Many times in life, we face a situation where we have to make a decision, and that decision made by us can change the course of events and can also put a question on our honor. Are we going to compromise on our honor and principles in order to achieve what we want to in this world? Toastmaster for the day and fellow Toastmasters and guests. I'm going to tell you a story by a Colombian journalist called Hernando Teles. The story happens to be set in Colombia at a time where the country was having a revolution, civil war between the dictator and the rebels. I'm going to tell you the story from the first person as the barber. This is the story. I was sharpening my razor when he came in. I trembled. I was shivering. To conceal my emotion, I continued sharpening the razor on the straw. He came into my shop. He removed the bullet-studded belt and his military cap and his holster and hung it on the door. He turned to me and said, "It's hot today, give me a shave." So he sat down on the chair and relaxed. I was trembling. I continued to sharpen my razor. I came to him. I put a towel around his neck. I added 3 bits of soap into the cup and I started to mix it with water to form the lather. I've never had this man so close to me. He had a 4-day beard. The 4 days he must have spent scourging the forest in search of all my fellow rebels. Yes, I am a rebel. I've never had him so close to me. I saw him just the other day at the school when he executed 5 of my fellow compatriots. But the sight of the execution sickened me and I couldn't bear to look at him anymore. I applied the lather on his face, making sure that every bit was covered with my shaving cream. Without hesitation, he spoke up. All the boys in my army should have this 4-day beard, you know. We all went into the forest and captured a lot of people yesterday, the last 4 days. I was trembling. How many did you catch? We caught 11. I started shaving the 4-day beard. The sound of the lather and the hair fluff mixing with the razor was heard across the room. We were alone. He closed his eyes and he went back to sleep and let the razor do its work. This man was Captain Torres. He was the leader of the army under the dictator. He did not know that I was a rebel. It was a secret shared by few people in Colombia. I would report to the rebels on Captain Torres' activities, and they would, in turn, act on my information. I continued to shave him. My hands were trembling. I was sweating. I stopped to sharpen my blade. As I was sharpening my blade again, he said, "Come to the school at 6 o'clock. I asked him, "What's going to happen at 6 o'clock? He said, "Same execution like last time." I asked, "Are you going to punish all of them?" He replied, "All of them. No rebel will be spared." After sharpening my blade, I came towards him. I applied the cream again and I continued up and down with the blade. I'm sure few of my fellow rebels must have seen this man enter my establishment. How was I going to explain to them? He was right in front of me and I let him go. I could kill him. Zip, zip. I had the finest blade in the whole town. Why? Because I'm the best barber in town. The only barber in town. And the most fine, if I may say so. I give my customers the best shave they deserve, taking care that not a single drop of blood pours out from the pores of their cheek. making sure that not a single hair strand is left behind. But I'm a rebel as well at the same time. I could, one shot, this blade could cut his throat. He would not know. He would die that instant. I would be hailed a hero. The town barber was a rebel. He was fighting for all of us. What a hero. On the other hand, what a bloody coward. He attacked from behind the enemy's back. What a coward. I was trembling. How was I going to explain this to my rebel compatriots? My hands were shivering. My shirt was sweating. But yes, I am the finest barber in town. I am the best barber in town. And you, sir, are my customer. No, I am not a murderer. You are the executioner. So today, I am going to give you the finest shave as you are my customer, and not because you are the leader of the dictator. I shaved as fast as I could. The only sound that could be heard around the room was the movement of the razor through his skin, cutting the fluffs of hair, the remaining ones. I touched his skin. I felt the clean surface of his skin to check if I had done my job well. He woke up and he got up from the chair and said thanks. He reached for his bullet-studded belt, his military cap and his holster. He took out a few coins and threw it at me for my services. He got out of my shop, opened the door, but paused. He turned back and said, "They told me you were going to kill me, but killing is not easy, you know. I can tell you." He closed the door and he walked down the street. Just ladder, that's all. Thank you.